Okay, so it's time again to clean up the room. This is what it looks like when you've done 31 page kits for Scrapathon, 10 page kits for virtual crop, and working on 100 paper kits or page kits for the crop, or working on Project 100 where I'm making 100 page kits and also doing layouts for Patreon. So my desk at the beginning of the week was clean. It is no longer clean. And now I'm having a virtual crop and I'm also doing Scrapathon. So I need to reset. So now I'm going to put you on fast forward. And man, I wish I could clean as fast as when I do the fast forward, but that's not going to happen. I'm thinking it's not as bad as it looks because a lot of these are just the files, my digital files. So I'm just going to put them back. See, I have a spot here where I put all my digital files. So they're all in file folders. So I just got to pick those up, put them in there. Can you believe that that box right now, which holds my freezer bags for my page kits, it's empty. I am out. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get some back because I got to, make another 15 or 16 page kits for my crop. So I'm hoping to get some back very soon. And then all those iris containers just fit in that tote right there. So everything should come together pretty quickly. I was just keeping them out because when you're making that many page kits, putting everything back just seems useless, because you're just going to take it out 2 minutes later. But now it's time to reset and get ready to make pages with all those page kits that I put together. Okay, so it's time again to reset that button. And I tell you, I clean up my craft room often. But when you're creating and you're, making so many things, it doesn't take long that room, I don't know if gremlins come in there and take over, but that room gets into a mess pretty quickly. So at least once or twice a week, actually since I filmed this, I've cleaned my room twice since. Because I had the virtual crop last weekend, and then now I'm getting ready for Scrapathon, which is starting on October 1st. So always what I do is I always start with the surface of my desk that things seem to pile. I have a 4-foot by 10-foot desk, and there's about 6 feet of it that I try to keep just cleaned off, because then when I'm working, I can put stuff to the side. What I just showed you there, I started using my silhouette. And if you remember a few years ago, I did a contest to see what, or I guess it was last year, what to call our travel trailer. And the winner was the viewfinder. Well, I cut out that vinyl sticker with the mountains and then the letters, the viewfinder, and I'm going to put that on my trailer. So that pile that you just saw there, that is all the new digital prints that I need to put away. But before I do that, I like to have kind of a clean slate. And then what you see just in front of me, just behind that white chair, that's how I keep my digital file. I have file folders and I keep them by color, and then I keep them by type also. But it just seems that it just takes a couple of weeks and my digital prints are out of control, and that's because I print every single digital print. And then next you're going to see me, I am going to go through that pile. Those are just the owls, the 2-inch owls, and then the smaller owls, and then we had owls with Cozy Cafe, and then the butterflies, the 2-inch butterflies, and then the smaller butterflies. So there is, and some of the flowers. So I guess it's about 3 weeks. Flower number 5. So I'm dividing it by color now, but I couldn't have done that before because my desk was a mess. So that's why I like to clean off my desk, and then I take This is what took the longest to clean in my room. The surface of my desk, putting away those containers and putting away the pattern papers and the die cuts, that took me about 10 minutes. And then this part here took me about 25 to separate all the digital prints by color. And then I'm going to have to take my digital files out again and then put them by color. You might think it was kind of like useless to put the file folders away, but that's just how my brain works. I need to clean up first, and then I just take out one at a time and I put everything away. So altogether, this cleanup just took me about 35 minutes because it wasn't that bad. It looked bad, but it wasn't that bad because it was mostly like containers I needed to put away and file folders. And once I did that, it was really quickly. So I did another file for the colorless digital files because I didn't have a file for that. So now I have a file for the colorless. Now we're going to go at the end of my desk, and there's a bit of pattern papers that needs to be put away, and I put them in these big baggies, and then when I make page kits, I will go through those and make some more page kits because I tried to use up every single little thing. I had some alphas I needed to put away, and then I always have a stack of layouts. Those are the next layouts that I'm going to journal on. So I just keep it at the end of my desk, but they were kind of all messy, so at least I straightened them out. One thing that is different on my desk is I now keep my silhouette on my desk, and then that way, hopefully I'm going to use it more. I've used it quite a few times since I've done that, so I think that's going to work. So I keep it on that big desk. I push it over to the edge so that I still have, my desk is pretty clear. Now, when I looked at the other side of the room, there was my Rascog little tray there, and I tend to kind of pile up on that, so I just put everything away. My garbage can needs to be emptied. I haven't done that yet, but it's garbage night tonight, so I know I'll get that done. Okay, so after 45 minutes, I have the room where I'm happy with it. I just have some other stuff I got to get done. And to tell you the truth, to clean off my desk, it took 8 minutes. What took a lot of the time was separating the digital files and putting them in the right file. That took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then I cleaned up over there on top of that Rascog. Oh, my finger's making it go all blurry. On top of that Rascog, there was some stuff there. And then I swept the floor. And I also cleaned right over here. That's all clean now. I still have a little bit of stuff, but like I said, I am feeling good. This is where I want it to be. I did move my silhouette on my big desk because I'm trying to use it more and more, which I'm loving. And then those are all the layouts right here that I want to get journaled on in the next couple weeks and put them in albums. And as you can see in the back there, that desk is full of layouts that need to be put in albums. So it has to become a priority really soon. I just see here on top of my typewriter, I have a couple more things that I can probably put away pretty quickly, and then my room is good. So that's it. Thanks for joining me on my journey to get my scrap room back in order.